Hi, this is Ben Jacobson. This is my video journal for Session 4. Summarize biblical guidelines for decision making. In the biblical management PDF, it outlines certain criteria to make decisions by, all excellent, involving taking time, that the Holy Spirit does not rush us. That hurry that we feel in the decision making process is from Satan, and the Holy Spirit is gentle. And along those same lines, we need to be praying in the Holy Spirit for guidance regarding decisions, especially when they involve our family, and we need to um, be aware that our pride, our own sin affects our decision-making process. So we need to be praying for God's will to be done and not our own, which is very difficult for many of us in the 21st century, myself absolutely included. Um, we want to make decisions based on, does it glorify God? Is this something that's gonna spiritually help us grow, or is this a reason for us to make money or something along those lines? The book of Proverbs is full of wisdom regarding decision making, and just wisdom in general. Explain why conflict happens. The PDF has one headline that says how to prevent conflict, and I would respectfully disagree with that. There is no way for us to prevent conflict. We will not prevent conflict, it's inevitable. How we handle it is another story. Uh, because of our sinful nature, conflict will happen. Um, but how we deal with that is um, is the key. But the reason conflict happens is our sin, our pride, our flesh, our own desires, putting ourselves before others, our own interests above others. Um, uh, Sadly, this is part of being a human being in a fallen world, and we are constantly subject to um, worldly influence, and it takes years of spiritual growth and maturity to progress in this area, and it's likely something that we will never fully realize. Um, but formulate biblically based guidelines for dealing with conflict. This is the key. One particular area that comes to mind is regarding gossip. The Bible is clear on gossip. When there's a conflict, especially in a work environment, um, gossip can just pour fuel on that fire, and it can be very sad to see. Um, Other guidelines for dealing with conflict is basic respect and dignity for the other person, valuing them uh, and seeing them the way that God does. Their opinion may be different than ours, but that does not make them a bad person. It does not make them um, uh, something that they're not. We all have different opinions. We all come from different life experiences, and that shapes our worldview. Um, so, with that being said, respect is huge with dealing with conflict. And another way that we can deal with conflict is to pray. We need to be constantly in communication with the Holy Spirit to guide our actions, guide our thoughts, and when conflict happens, which is possibly on a daily basis, so when at work, at home, and not major conflicts, they can be minor, but we need to be praying for guidance, uh, for wisdom in how to handle them. And if we're only relying on our own strengths and our own resources, and not fully relying on God. God is the only one equipped to handle that. Thank you.